Okay, hello everybody. Praise God. Okay, are you able to see my screen now? You can, right? Okay, so this will be our church on site. We are very glad that we are not able to gather in our church building now. You see that the chairs have been arranged whereby they are spaced out from each other. So you can see that if you can see my mouse, this would be the area whereby the lorries will be sitting at. And then we have the other side whereby we have so this will be the lorries. So we have the other side whereby we have arranged chairs in clusters. So we have chairs arranged like 4 side by side. We have chairs arranged like 2 side by side. So those who are coming with family members, you can sit together at this family bubbles. We call them family bubbles. And then if I say you are coming alone, but you are in a high risk group according to the guidelines given by the government, then you also will come to this area, to this zone here. Why do we call this as a high-risk zone? Because according to the guideline, for those who are in the high risk and the family bubbles, they have to be separated from the other clusters by 2.5 meters all round. So it's a radius of 2.5 meters. So these chairs are arranged 2.5 meters apart from each other. Whereas for this, the one below here, you can see those will be for the low risk. They are only separated from the other chair by 1.5 meters in radius. So that's the reason why we have like 2 different zones for you to go to. So when you come to the registration on that day, you will actually get to receive stickers. Yeah, you get to get stickers. Yeah, so this was the rock team whereby they arranged, they came together last Friday night and came together to arrange. So rock stands for reopening of church kickoff team. Yay, praise God. And then of course here you see Brother Kang. Yeah, you're going to hear from him a lot at night on Sundays, yeah, because he's the rock head, yeah. So you're going to hear a lot from him. You heard a lot from Sister Karen, and you hear a lot from all the others as well. So Brother Kenny, who's at the back there as well, yeah. So Brother Kenny will be handling the registration side there, so you'll hear from him on that, yeah. And then so you see that the crew was in action, moving, moving the chairs away, and then moving them to the back there, to the side, yeah. Yeah, see Pastor Carlson. You're also going to hear from Pastor Carlson quite a lot from him. Yeah, because he's going to make sure that you get the right information. Yeah. So you see that the whole sanctuary has been arranged. And oh, here you see Pastor Albert. He was also there, and he was also moving the chairs, stacking up the chairs and moving them away. Yeah. So we had to move all those chairs. Then you see Pastor Dean and Pastor Abraham, our SPOs, they were also there. Yeah. So you see that all these chairs have been stacked up and then they have been moved to the back. So then they are all these chairs are already at the back there. So when you're coming to the chair, I'm coming to the sanctuary, you see that all these chairs are at the back there, and then the crew will be actually putting these chairs at the back there and not going to move them, because we have to follow the guidelines by the government as what's the maximum capacity. So then we will not actually be adding more chairs in the sanctuary. Yeah, so right now we have about say close to 150 chairs right now in the sanctuary there. So this is the worship area, and then this worship area has also been arranged whereby you see that the things are actually being removed from the floor and all, because right now our church is being sanitized. It's actually being sanitized, and then we have our sanitization crew actually happening right now there. So they are actually doing the work there. If I say they can come on to the Zoom later, maybe we can show you what are they doing, yeah? So we'll see whether we can get them to come onto the Zoom later. All right, so here you see Pastor Abraham and Brother Alan. What they are doing is we have really cut the string that we have. Yeah, we cut them to be 2.5 meters in length, and then we actually use this string to to distance those chairs. So this helped us to actually do the work faster. So we separated the chairs, making sure that they are being distanced away. And then here you see the lovely couple here, Brother Kang and Sister Jane. They are also measuring the distance. Yeah. So those chairs, all these chairs distance from each other at according to the guidelines given by the government. So, and then at the outside area here, at the foyer area, so this would be the registration area. So you see these chairs here, right here. So these chairs here, these tables here would be the registration corner. So when you come into church, you will go through a few checkpoints. So we will have like, I'll show you later the checkpoints. But then over here, you'll see the registration whereby it's at this table here, at this corner here, the registration checkpoint, that you have to scan the QR codes. Yeah, so later I'll show you about the QR code as well. All right, so then these pink chairs have been arranged so that you can actually wait here. So then you wait here patiently, wait for your numbers to be called. Then when your number is being called, then what you do is that you come straight to the registration corner here. Yeah, then at the registration checkpoint here, you just scan the QR code and then you'll be given a sticker and then you enter the sanctuary for a time of worship. So after you are in the sanctuary there, just sit where you are, and then after that be pray up, and then be ready to just worship along with your other brothers and sisters. So during this time when we are opening the church, we can't really greet each other with touch, yeah. So we'll just do the shalom and we do the Malaysian salam, yeah. So we can all make our church on site safe for everyone. So let us just follow the SOP set by the ROC team. In fact, we are also going to expect more changes by the government. So when there are changes, then we will improvise. All right. So QR code. So when you come to the registration counter, the registration checkpoint there, you will have to scan the QR code. We have two QR codes that we need you to scan two QR codes. The first QR code would be the government compliance QR code. So this is as part of the guidelines set by the government. So you can choose to scan either Selangor or My Sejahtera. We understand that some people prefer Selangor, so it's your choice whether you want Selangor or you want My Sejahtera. Both QR codes are available, and these two QR codes to let the government knows that you have been to FaithLine on this particular day at this particular time. So this is a must. You must scan either one of these two. Then the second one would be, there would be a QR code that is by our church. So this is also a must, yeah. So this is for our church record. So we need to have a record of who came to church, who has come to the church on that particular Sunday. So this will require you to fill up a very simple Google form. So once you use a camera to scan on this QR code, immediately you will be brought to a website. You just click go to the website, and then at the website there, what you do, you just need to fill in your particulars accordingly. Then after you have filled in the particulars, then you can show to our registration volunteers. Then they will issue you a sticker. You will be given either a pink sticker, a yellow sticker, or a green sticker. So they will issue you a sticker, and then you will be able to just proceed to the main entrance. Yeah, basically to the sanctuary. All right, so we are looking forward to seeing you on that day. Yeah, so this will be the crew that came last Friday to work, and then there was some who came, but then they couldn't stay on for the supper. So we have really tested the supper also, yeah. So all the foods are very good, yeah. So do come and join us for this coming Sunday when we start to get back to church, on site. Okay, and then this Sunday is also Communion Sunday. So we have also prepared pre-filled cups. So all these cups are hygienically, individually wrapped. with both waffle and juice, so you can actually be sure about your safety. Yeah, in the sense that we really try to minimize all movement. Yeah, all touching and so on. All right, so that's about the church on site, which we are going to have it this coming week. Yeah, this Sunday itself. So I'm going to invite the team to come on to the main screen. Can we have like Brother Kang, Sister Karen, Sister Eileen, yeah, Brother Joseph, where you are, Brother Joseph? Yeah, could you please turn on your camera? Yeah, and then yeah, we're going to see you together on the main screen. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we let them greet us. Yeah, maybe Brother Kang, Sister Karen, you want to say something?
Brother Kang?
Anything?
We are very encouraged and you know, to go back to worship in the main sanctuary, and definitely it's going to be a bit slow in the very first week when we all come, and it could be a bit delay, but I think we need everyone to be patient, all right, because we can't afford to have any incident, because if there's one incident, then the government will close the whole church for a month. So we ask your cooperation from everyone. Be patient a bit. We also will be also patient in a way that we need to do everything in place. Of course, like the scanning, all these things, it had to be done according to the government SOP. All right, and definitely we come to the house of our Lord is to worship Him and have faith and be knowing that He's always there for us, and just follow the instruction of the people that is manning the different counter. All right, they will guide you all the way until you go inside the sanctuary, and there you will meet the people. All right, if you haven't met them for 3-4 months after the service, you can meet them maybe in Tropicana Mall or somewhere else. All right. Okay.
Yeah, go for your own lunch. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Sister Karen, maybe you want to explain a little bit about this the flow, the traffic flow, things like that. Yeah, I'll put on the screen the counters. Let me see. Yeah.
Do we need to turn off our videos?
Yeah, I think we turn off the video then.
Okay. Okay. What you see here is actually the layout of the foyer, right? On the left side would be the lift lobby. As you enter, you see there, number one, there is basically checkpoint number one. So there are a total of 4 checkpoints that you need to stop before you. There is basically checkpoint number one. So there are a total.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sister Karen, go ahead.
All right. Okay. So there are a total of 4 checkpoints before you enter the sanctuary. Yeah. So as you come in from the lift lobby, you head over to checkpoint number 1. This is where you sanitize your hands and put on your face mask if you have not done so already. The church will also be providing face masks for those who forgot to bring, or you need a change, right? That will be provided. Now, once you have done that, then you see there are 4 lines before heading towards the second checkpoint. So that is the queue where you would go to the counter for your temperature to be checked. Yeah, from this counter, a queue slip your queue number slip will be given to you, like how you go to the bank where you press for a number, then a slip will be given to you. Now, your temperature will be written onto the slip. So you hold on to your slip and you move on to the third checkpoint, which is the waiting area. Now, we know that within, the first few services, we are still getting used to the procedure and all. So that's why Brother Kang is saying, please bear with us, please be patient. That's why we have arranged chairs for you to sit on rather than queue standing up, yeah? So you just wait there, and then someone from the registration counter that is at checkpoint number 4, right? Someone will be calling your number. When your number is called, then you head over to the counter at checkpoint number 4. That is the place where you will need to scan in the QR code, either My Sejahtera or Selangkah. And the second scanning of QR code will be for the registration. It's a very simple form, so don't be worried. Our workers there will assist you, right? So once you finish the registration, you'll be given a zone sticker. Now, what are zone stickers? Basically, like how Pastor Grace has shown you earlier, you have the low risk zone in the center, and on both sides would be the high risk area, as well as for family seating, where the spacing between each chair is actually a lot wider. So the sticker that you carry will help the ushers to identify which zone they need to direct you to. So if you're holding a green sticker, then you will have to go to the seating zone that is meant for the green stickers. So if it's the yellow or pink, then you go to your individual zones. So basically, that's the registration process and the 4 checkpoints. It should be quite quick. So if everyone were to follow according to the instructions that the ushers are guiding you, then there should not be any problem. One thing we have to advise is that the pantry will be closed, because according to the government regulations, the SOP, we are not allowed to serve any refreshments or food. But the church will provide some water bottles, for those who are thirsty and did not bring your own water. So if you can, bring your own water bottles to keep yourself hydrated, yeah? Okay, that will be all, I think.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Sister Karen, maybe you can also share about the exit. There's one.
Right. Okay. So what we have to follow is that there should only be one way in and one way out. So what we have arranged is that as you come in, you go through the checkpoints until 4, and the main doors towards the sanctuary would be for entry purpose only. If you need to leave the sanctuary, then there is near the checkpoint number 1, there is a set of doors there that will be used to exit the sanctuary area, and you can head out straight to the lift lobby.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all right. So then we will also exit, like, line by line, right?
Yes. So our brother Sean Lee, he is in charge of traffic control. So he will be giving guidelines on how we need to exit. Now, once the service has finished, everyone is dismissed, and we cannot have everyone rush to the exit doors at the same time. So once the service ended, please remain seated and follow the instructions of the ushers, who will tell you, okay, generally what we'll do is that we will ask those who are seated nearest to the exit to leave first, because you still have to queue at the lift lobby to wait for the lifts to come. So we cannot have a lot of people gathering at the lift lobby as well. So there are already lines on the floor to mark out where you need to stand while you wait for the lifts. So that's why at each goal, we will have about like 12 persons heading out to the lift lobby area, right? So
Mm.
we will go row by row to exit the
Mm.
sanctuary.
Mm. So maybe I will turn on the floor plan. Yeah, so row by row, yeah? Yeah, row by row. Yeah. So you see the lines at the back here, right? These are the lines you are saying, Sister Karen?
Yeah, there will be 3 lines at this exit door, because at the lift lobby we have 3 lifts. So each lift there will be 3 lines already, and at one go only 4 persons are allowed in the lift. So that's why within the lift lobby you will have 9 persons already. So the other 3 would line up at the exit door. And once the lift comes up to the 3rd floor, 4 person go in first, and then subsequently another 4, another 4, another 4.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, then we see lines here also to queue for toilet, is it?
Yes, that's right. Because we are also not allowed to, gather in the toilet to wait to use, right? So if the toilets are full, then please wait outside the toilet where there will be lines to mark where you need to stand. So we have to maintain social distancing at least 1 meter apart, yeah.
How many meters again?
1 meter, at least 1 meter.
Yeah, and then also our main toilet, which is on the other the big toilet on the other side of the sanctuary, those will be open and there'll be lines there also, right? The
Yes,
queue
that's
lines,
right.
right?
That's right. No,
Yeah,
no queuing inside the toilet, only outside.
yeah, only outside. And then the other thing is that our Chinese room and our children church are all closed. So on top of the pantry, the Chinese church and the children church area will be closed as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the other thing is that like what Brother Khan said earlier, after the service, right, then we'll just have to exit, and then we just have to leave the sanctuary row by row, and then after that, so we'll fellowship elsewhere. Yeah, and then one more thing would be that when you are in the church, we are going to have like the sanitizer prepared for you, right? So you can sanitize your hands anytime you want to. You can use them at any time. And then on top of that is that we do have a sanitization crew. So after you have already left the sanctuary, then the sanitization crew will have to take over. Then our people will need to actually clean up the whole place. And then we need to sanitize to prepare for the following Sunday. Yeah. And then, okay, I think that's about it for the church on site. We are all ready for it and we are all very excited. Yeah.